Welcome to the Newman Center with Abby, Katie, Tino, and Mitch. We're going to open your eyes to one of the best places in Iowa City. Here's Abby with a little knowledge on the Newman Center.
There is an abundant amount of places that are appealing to the citizens of Iowa City, on campus and even off. However, the Newman Center was one that didn't stand out as much as the others. It isn't significantly popular, and it is easy to just walk by and pass, even though it's located in the heart of University of Iowa's campus. Ironically, this made the Newman Center even more attractive to our group, wanting to find out what this place exactly entails. The Newman Center is located on the corner of Jefferson and Clinton. It has many rooms inside for gatherings and even a worship place. The Newman Center is a very sustainable place and a great influence on Iowa City because it not only provides positive activities for the people of Iowa City, but also has been running smoothly without university funding, thanks to proper use of the facility donations for several years.
Now, here's a little history for you from Tino.
The Newman Club at the University of Iowa, named after the influential 19th century Cardinal John Henry Newman, was formed in 1906 to be the Catholic club on campus. It all began with a society that was formed at Oxford University in 1888. Newman clubs began emerging on secular college campuses throughout the world as a way for Catholic students to grow in their faith during the college years. In 1893, the first Newman Club in the United States was formed at the University of Pennsylvania. Today, there are hundreds of Newman centers and college parishes that continue the mission of spreading the faith on the campus. Now we're going to talk about what the Newman Center is like now.
Daily activities range from spiritual, education, and enjoyment. For spiritual, you may attend masses through the week. The mass schedules are Thursday night, 10 p.m., weekday daily mass at 5:15 p.m., Saturday, 4:30 p.m., and Sunday, 9 and 11 a.m., or later ones at 4 and 6 p.m. Also, you can go to reconciliation on Wednesday prior to 5:15 Mass. Other spiritual daily activities is joining a Bible study group and occasionally retreats during the day throughout the week. For educational activities, the Newman Center offers many rooms for students and guests to come in and study. Students can come in to study in a peaceful, quiet, and enjoyable environment. For enjoyment in the lower rooms of the Newman Center, they offer a ping pong table, TV, tables to study, and a foosball table. They also have a cafeteria for students to eat or have a snack while studying. Occasionally, they would have singers come and perform for the Newman Center. Overall, daily activities consist of study spaces with wireless internet, retreats, Bible studies, justice and peace activities, Newman singers, and much more.
Here to further talk on the current state of the Newman Center is Michael Bayer.
All right, now the first question we had asked is who is welcome in the Newman Center and what is its purpose for the community?
Well, everyone's welcome to the Newman Center, but its primary mission is to serve the students, faculty, and staff of the University of Iowa. That's what our mandate from Bishop is, and that's what our primary reason for existing is.
And why or how does this space contribute to the community?
Well, the Newman Center functions in a variety of ways. The primary way it exists is kind of a second student union for students looking for a place to study, hang out, form a community, enjoy meals, participate in programs. But it also exists as a worship space so that Catholic students can come participate in spiritual offerings, primarily the Mass, but other activities like Newman singing concerts and worship services. And it also, its third way of operating is as a venue for programs. So we recently had a lecture, a professor from the University of Wisconsin come down and give a lecture. We have Bible studies that meet in our rooms. We have, men's group that meets on Wednesday nights. So we have programs that are sort of like student organizations meet in the IMU. We have organizations that are within the Newman Center that meet here.
And to put these things on, what kind of resources and funding does the Newman Center use?
Well, our funding comes from benefactors and alums, people that have some connection with the Newman Center primarily. Either they graduated from the University of Iowa, and want to contribute to the Newman Center's operations now, or they're grandparents of a current student or parents of a current student, we do receive a little bit of money from parishes and high schools that Catholic students come from, but not very much. The primary financial support of the Newman Center comes from benefactors along as donors who support the mission of the Newman Center. But it's financially independent of the University of Iowa. We don't receive funds from the university.
For some more insight, we will let you guys hear from Brenna, a current Newman Center member.
And we're Newman. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Brenna Oates.
And what year are you?
I'm a sophomore at the University of Iowa.
Okay. Now, what is your favorite part of the Newman Center?
The community.
Okay. Do you think the Newman Center benefits the community, like the students and the faculty?
In general, or that attend it?
Like that attend it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why?
It provides kind of another outlet for energies, creativity. It's an option for a place to go when you need a break. It's a place to go when you need help. It's a place to go when you just need people. Obviously, the spiritual side of it, especially for Catholics, we need the building and the shrine and all that kind of stuff. So, there's a lot of reasons how it benefits the people that use it.
What is one of the ways that you have benefited from Newman?
I've made connections with a lot of people that I never, ever would have met if not coming to Newman, people that I have nothing in common with except for the fact that we're people at Iowa and we go to Newman. I have a support system that I think a lot of my peers don't have, because it has not only the social side but also the religious and spiritual side to it. I have a guaranteed break every week. I know that if nothing else, I can count on an hour at Mass.
Yeah.
That I don't have to do anything except just kind of be.
Right.
But mostly just kind of like a home away from home. I know that Newman will always be here and will always be Newman for me. No matter what I need that to be, it'll be that.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Now that you've heard about the current state of the Newman Center and how it is involved in the lives of a member and employee, we are going to let you hear about the vision Michael had and still has for the future of this establishment. We're going back to Michael.
Would you make any changes to the space or usage of space currently in the Newman Center?
I might redecorate some of the rooms and redesign a few of the elements of the worship space, but overall it's a very functional space. It allows us to do a great deal of things, and it provides a blank canvas for a lot of different sorts of programs so that we can be able to host a large group dinner serving 300 or 400 people one night, and then the very next night we can have a small group that's playing pool and ping pong and watching football games, and another group that's going to meet and do a Bible study. We have audio-visual capabilities. We have multiple size rooms, so the space itself is very conducive to what we do, so I wouldn't change too much.
And then the last question is, how did you come to the Newman Center? What about this space made you want to come and work in it?
Well, I came primarily for the job, but when I did fly out to interview, I was struck by how functional the space was, and I commented to the boss that I now have, who was interviewing me, that I thought this space was really an underutilized resource for doing student programs, and I was excited about the possibility of making greater use of it.
So that was what you saw. You saw a lot of potential in the space, and you wanted to use your skill set to help improve it.
That's correct.
Okay, good. I'm going to stop.
With one final look at the Newman Center, we see a space that is open and welcoming to all people in the community of Iowa City and the University of Iowa. It is a space that offers a number of different things, including activities for volunteers, religious outlets, a community of support, and a safe social environment where academics and friendship thrive. The Newman Center has no need for change because it fulfills the needs of the community it serves and beyond.